Welcome to the Blue Book Chapter 2, and introducing head girl who's stylin' and wildin' always, Mylin Clement. And introducing, of course, best of the West, style queen and girl with the dragon tattoo, Atia Zia.
Hey.
And your third person, last but not least, Queen of the East, Ilana Harris. Hey. However, remembered but not forgotten. Just kidding. Our girl Milan had to take a little break, but she'll be back next week. So, we love you, girl.
Okay, so let's get into it. So, natural disasters of 2020, how do you feel? We're seeing flooding. We see these hurricanes, especially during the summer. And we're having this forest fire. So how do y'all feel, especially Atia, you've been in Cali?
Yeah, it's been crazy because just this week there was like 2 new fires. And actually, while I was at work on Wednesday, I could see the sky change because it was already kind of smoky from the fires. But then slowly the sky started turning orange. It was crazy. There's like 12 fires from what I read in California. And it's like a total of 50 in just like California, Oregon, and Washington State, which is way too many.
Is that anywhere close to where you are?
So one of the fires was like an hour and a half away from my job. And then the rest are like sort of pocketed around in this like, I think probably like 30 miles or something away from where I am, maybe. I'm not really sure. There's some in Napa, in the Napa area. There's Santa Cruz. And then there's that one in SoCal that was started from a gender reveal party because people...
Which is why gender reveal parties should not happen anymore. Because...
Especially if you're going to use, like, pyrotechnics, exploding things. Like, no. In California during fire season?
Like, what's the point? Let's just have the baby shower is like the big bash. Gender reveal party. We're hanging around doing what?
And if you're going to do a gender reveal party, like... Please do something that doesn't require fire, like cut a cake or pop a balloon.
And then also, all meta, are we assigning genders now? Are we off that? Or isn't that kind of played out anyway? Who am I to tell my baby what they are?
Facts.
Well, I mean, yeah, what if they don't want to be? That party was a waste. I'll let them decide.
I saw this post where this person did another gender reveal for I think it was their daughter who would come out as trans.
Oh.
She was like male to female transition. So that was pretty interesting. I like that.
Speaking of big days, lately, because of the poor weather, especially also COVID-19 related, a lot of women are canceling their weddings due to terrible, terrible hurricane weather, especially down in the South. So how do you feel about that? Like, you have to cancel your big day, one of the most maybe important days of your life. Do you have it inside? Do you cancel it? Do you tell people? Like, how would you do this?
I mean, I definitely wouldn't. Go ahead.
I know, actually, one of my friends, like classmates, they were supposed to get married like in March, right when COVID hit. So they pushed it back all the way to it's going to be in October. But I mean, they haven't changed it. But of course, still, it's like, I mean, I wouldn't cancel my wedding. I think I would just reschedule it, because the thing is, the issue is initially is if you're putting money down for an event. So it's like, if you put money down, you put maybe half the deposit, you can always push it back later and you can still keep the money and everything else. Because I know another couple who did keep their wedding, but they made it virtual. And then they had maybe invited like the parents like, the siblings, and then I think maybe like 2 or 3 people who had already gotten a flight out if they were out of town. But everything else I know was like live streamed or virtual weddings. So I think there can be wiggle room. I don't need to just cancel the wedding. You can push it. You can adjust. But then also with any wedding, weather is always a factor. You never know if it's going to rain on your wedding day. Like that little song, it's like rain. Anyway, but so even if it rains, I would still have the wedding. We just put a few more tents up. I mean, hurricane weather's a little different, but
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to put anyone in danger, especially during like COVID. So it'd be better to like postpone it or just turn it into a virtual wedding or something like that.
Yeah, I'm the girl who will wait. I will wait to have whatever I want, whatever, however I see it, however I envision it.
They shut the wedding down.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
How you gonna shut down my wedding an hour before the wedding? You can't take control of my special day.
Whether anything goes on today or not, I done paid Star her deposit. I'm gonna be cute, walking down somebody's street. Y'all gonna take my pictures. We gonna get married in somebody's synagogue today. It don't matter.
I will wait. I will push that thing back. I don't care if it's like a year or 2 from now. Even if it's like I was, engaged during COVID season, but I cannot imagine doing a virtual. I'm not putting down people who do virtual weddings because I've had plenty of family members who have done it and they've had a great ceremony, but for me that's not ideal.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. It's okay. I love you. You love me. We weren't married before. We're just gonna hang tight for a while. I'm all right with a reschedule because I like being in person. I like hanging with people. I wanna throw the bouquet, eat that cake awkwardly in 30 years.
What? What the?
Of course, I don't really see that happening right now.
30? Did you just say 30 years?
I was just saying. So I
You're
don't
gonna
know.
get married in 30 years?
Okay, not 30. I mean, that's a big number. Okay, it was a joke, but like later.
5 to 10 seems more reasonable.
Thank you, Atia. 5 to 10. Excuse me. 5 to 10.
Yeah, she was about to turn and be 53. I was like, okay.
Shoot,
Be nice
30
wedding.
years has got to be for like your second wedding if you're having the second wedding.
We shall see.
So we're moving on to the topic of sexualizing children within the media. Now, we've talked a little bit about this amongst ourselves, but we haven't had a full-on conversation. Now, what do you think about movies and films like Cuties and even music videos with children involved? How do you feel about the sexualization of children?
We shouldn't do it. No, because they're children. They should be like playing and having fun and not worrying about like predators and all of that.
And I think about, what what is it? It's like, oh, are we making it a thing because even when it's not a thing? But it definitely is a thing. I think about, like an Alison Stoner when she's like younger and she used to be in the Missy Elliott videos. She used to have big, the hip hop clothes, and she was just locking and breaking, or popping and locking and breaking. But it wasn't like inappropriate. But I think with the stuff that they're trying to do now, it's definitely a lot more risque. And then, of course, I understand like some clothes have to be functional. Like when you look at even like dance teams for like little girls, it's not the stuff that they do. I don't feel like it's not overly provocative. It's just like it's movements and they have to wear comfortable clothing, but it's to the point where it's not like, I don't think inappropriate. But the way that like the Cuties, yeah, that's a little, no, that's not I don't think that's a little too provocative.
I think as someone who danced since preschool to high school, it was over the top, and something that I haven't encountered. However, I have seen dance teams and dance groups who have used children to do similar moves. especially those were grown women moves. In the Cuties film, they were 11 years old. Now, if they were 14, I usually see that more often.
Oh yeah, if it's high school, then it's like slightly more okay. It's still not great, but we can let it slide a little bit, just a little.
Even in Mean Girls, when they do the Jingle Bell Rock dance performance, like, even the father was like a little like, oh, what? This is a little over the top. When you do the little thigh slap, he was like,
snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the
it was like, okay, it's high school, but it was like, it's not like
It was cringy. However, I do see it is a reality that to some groups. And I don't know if they were trying to depict the extreme or try to push the narrative a little bit more, but I mean, it's not anything that we would like to see. I don't know if that was the point, to be provocative. Netflix.
come on now, Netflix, y'all, come
From what
on.
I heard about Cuties, it was supposed to be like commentary on how like it's wrong to hypersexualize children. But I think when they were trying to put it together, it just went the wrong way. I saw screen caps, like, God, no. I couldn't watch it.
I had to pause a lot. Oh, and the lead character, and she started twerking. That's when I lost my mind. When she started gyrating and started twerking and I stopped last night I had 28 minutes to go. And at first I was like, okay, I could see what the writer was trying to do. But then that last 28 minutes, I was like, I can't with this.
No.
Why is Serena losing matches?
That's my girl. I will always ride for Serena. I will never actually say that she's reached a certain, because you know what? Tiger Woods, he came out the cut and he won a little tournament. So I know Serena could do it. I know she's got it in her. I don't like to believe the haters. Oh, she's peaked. Oh, she can't do it because she's a mom. It's a different body. And childbirth, that's a whole process. It is a life-altering process. But I just think, I really think she just psychs herself out. That's what I really think it is, She can do it, but she psychs herself. And like we say, those new girls, they play to her level, and they're not scared like they used to be. They're coming out the cut, Grand Slam ready. Our queen, the newest winner, U.S. Open winner Naomi Osaka for the second time, no losses at the U.S. Open. Congratulations to her. She's definitely on her level. If anything, well, I guess past her level, because she has beat her.
The last time she beat her, wasn't it because the ref was being kind of rude, so they kind of gave her that win?
Yeah. I'm not gonna say gave her that. I mean,
it's an iffy situation.
There was a technicality on a call, and Serena didn't agree with the call, and the ref was like, "Oh, you know what? You're being out of order," and whatever. Which is, of course, ridiculous because the men do that too, and they have no qualms. There's no problem with that. But it's not like Naomi was getting beat in that match.
True. She was holding her own.
She's a baddie. And also,
but I would have liked to have seen them actually have a match that didn't have all that stuff.
Drama, that extra, that side extraness. Oh, we will. They'll compete again. There'll be a time that they'll compete. But for right now, I know in my heart Serena can get to that next win, because she can tie the records. So I'm waiting and I'm ready. But But I think in her in her mindset, she's worried. Of course, I mean, if I was a Grand Slam champion for years and then suddenly I'm not as consistent as I used to be, I think I would get in my head too. And I think that's really it. Like, she's definitely capable. She's
Yeah,
just
she's doing all of this during a pandemic too, so that will also kind of affect performance.
yeah.
Do you think that she's having inconsistencies because she's tired and she's a mom? Moms are always tired.
She's a rich mom. It's different. It's not like she got to go to the factory and work. I mean, practice is work. Work is her practice. But that's like, it's not like she's not. I'm not gonna say it's because she's a mom. I'm never gonna say that because moms can do anything.
And she got a husband who can pitch in, so
I know, and he does. He's always there at the little match like this with Olympia. He's like, "Hey, look, it's Olympia, yay!" And he stepped down from Reddit, so it's not like he's working like that either. But I'm never gonna say that because she's a mom. I mean, I think she enjoyed her time when she first had the baby and she's getting back in. And, it's a hard transition. It's like coming back to work after maternity leave. Like, it's like, oh, I gotta get back into the old flow. You have to readjust. And I think it's definitely harder for moms compared to like, oh, this male athlete just had a son. But it doesn't. Nothing really changes. He's just like, yeah, I'm still the same me. It's not like a new body or a new anything different. But no,
because they don't have to go through all that stress about growing a kid and then pushing it out of your body.
Yeah, and then because your body, because it alters too. Like right after you have a baby, it's like a completely different body, and then you gotta.
Yeah, she had complications too. That's why she had to wear that cat suit that they got all pissed at her about because it wasn't feminine enough. Just complete bull.
But I do love how I see a lot of the younger girls start to wear similar outfits. Like Naomi today, she had this nice it was like a two-piece. It's like a bodysuit, but it's really nice. And I think that's just because of the influence of Serena, Queen Serena.
How y'all feeling about Venus?
She's cool.
Honestly, I don't know too much about what's going on with Venus. Like, I don't hear much about her nowadays.
Isn't she retired? Is she not?
I don't think she's.
No, she's not. Right?
No,
she's not. But she does her thing. She hangs out. She's supportive. It's like the older sibling, the younger sibling will always eventually. Well, not.
No, what? When you say what? You say what?
The younger sibling always has that advantage of being the younger sibling, so they can play with the older sibling, and eventually they'll surpass them.
Catch me outside. How about that?
What? No? Is that not a theory? Because it's like if I'm training with my older sister and she's already older, I'm getting the same training, but I'm younger. So, of course, when I get older, I'll be better. Then, I don't know. I like them in doubles.
It happening.
Okay, older sibling. I'm a baby. She's a... I'm just saying, if you and Austin went to go taekwondo and sparred right now, well, maybe not, actually. I don't think Austin's seeing you in that. But if it was tennis, we should do it. What do you think, Mylon?
Has Austin even taken taekwondo?
Yeah, we did it all together. We got our black belts together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mylon? Do you disagree?
Our face says it all. If you're watching this and you're older sibling, y'all already know. We don't mess with these younger siblings. This is heresy. Heresy.
My older brother was saying today that my twin Jalen was looking like he still want to fight and surpass him. He is taller than Nigel. I'm gonna admit that. Twin bro is taller than older bro. but who knows if he can take them?
We all have different
I
gifts.
just know I'm with 50 feet
Okay,
away.
man.
We
We
all
all
have
have different
different
gifts.
gifts. We all have different. Maybe Venus might want to look into a different sport. Take up golf.
I mean, she's still a goat. Like, Venus still got the hold up. I mean, she still got her big plates and trophies. Like, it was like back to back for them for a while. Hold up, but I'm just at this current moment,
Where's Venus now?
she's just enjoying her life. I
I'm
don't
following her on Instagram. She's doing something. Yeah, she's showing off new tennis gear.
She created a line.
I think so. Yeah, 11 by Venus.
Ooh, cool. 11 by Venus. Yeah, she's all tall. Venus is like a tall drink of water.
Do you know who else is a tall drink of water? And I would slurp his bath water any day. Tom Boyega, who is our day of the week. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yes, John Boyega.
John
So
Boyega.
cute.
What's our
I
little
love him so much.
little bay across the pond? Ah, he is just such a character, just blowing up on my film screen, and also very active, very verbal, and just very expressive about his experiences of being a Black male in the film industry, and especially how it's difficult to be a part of a franchise that's like a cult franchise, and dealing with special fans who think they have relevant opinions and will want to attack someone, and especially being minority in a franchise like that. Because even the young other one, her name is Rose, but it's not Rose. I can't think of her name. I'm looking it up right now. But I remember she initially got a lot of flack in the franchise because they had hinted at her being a possible romantic partner for Finn in the movie, and then
That storyline was so weird.
it was, but people like to create not competition, but like pairings just for the fandoms. But she received a lot of hate mail from people saying that she was terrible, she was going to ruin the whole thing, and to the point where she actually kind of ran away from social media because she couldn't take it. Oh yes, Kelly Marie Tran. And I actually liked her role. It was cute because in the movie, her sister. I don't want to make. I don't know who hasn't seen it. I'm not going to spoil it, but still, it actually had a very compelling character arc.
Yeah. She was a good actress for that role and everything. I just think, like I didn't like the idea of like her and Finn being romantic partners. I like the idea of them being like really good friends.
Bros.
Yeah. But
I'm not going to go home.
You shouldn't have gotten hate for that.
Exactly. She's just getting her check, getting her bag.
Folks be hating in the wrong direction. It's not okay.
Amen to that. They always gonna hate. When you're doing well, they're gonna hate.
And that's on period.
Yes, John. Back to John, our lovely, handsome man. He's not that tall, but he's taller than me. But
how tall is he?
He's like 5'10". But it's okay because
not a bad height.
It's not a bad height. I'm not even that superficial. But for the tall people out there, just FYI.
I mean, I do kind of like them to be taller than me, but you don't have to be like, because I'm like 5'7", 5'8"-ish, so.
I thought you were taller.
No. I make myself look taller, but I'm not that tall.
That's what it is. Yes. But that's our Bay. It's our Bay of the Week, the Blue Book Bay of the Week. John Boyega. All right, everybody. The book is closed.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
darkest hour.